All right. Well, let's see what happens here. Oh. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. I'm going to see if I can share this to make sure it's working here, first of all. All right. Hi, everybody. Can you hear us? First of all, can you hear us? And let us know you're here. Looks like it's coming through. Okay. All right. And please leave us a comment. I've heard that Facebook is having a lot of comment issues. So please leave us a comment and let us know if you can hear us. Okay, first of all. And all right, so I see, that's interesting. Yeah, the comments are not showing on the live feed here, but I can see it on my phone. Isn't that something?
Yeah, they're showing up for me.
Okay, are they Debbie, showing up for you? You can see them? Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Facebook has been having a lot of issues with comments, and you know, we've experienced our own problems on my show with the sound and the blackouts and the freezes and all this and that. So we're having issues, you know, once again with good old Facebook. So we'll try and do the comments the best we can today with the phone and with Glenda's side, and we'll try and get to your questions and comments when we can. First of all, I'd love to welcome Glenda Mills from the Energetic Wellness Services. Thank you for coming back today. Lovely to have you again. She was with us about 2 months ago, 6 weeks, 2 months ago, talking about the emotion code. And today she's talking about the body code. They go hand in hand, and she'll get into a little bit of that. But first of all, please, we're offering, Glenda's offering a lovely giveaway today, a 40-minute session to one lucky person. And to enter, you have to share this feed, comments shared, and I'll double check after the show on the phone, whoever comments shared, and please like this as well. So those three things, the criteria to enter to win this giveaway. And that will be going until, I think I'll close it tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then after that, we'll do the random pick, and then we'll notify who the winner is. So please share, comment shared, and then like this feed, and then we'll take it from there. So thank you, everybody. So Glenda's going to talk about the body code today, and stick around to the end because she is going to activate a prosperity. How would you call it? What would you say?
Frequency
for everybody. So that's awesome, right? Oh my gosh. Let me see if I have anything else I need to say real quick. Our little disclaimer that we are not physicians. We cannot diagnose and treat medical conditions as such. If you need to see a medical physician or psychiatrist, psychologist, please do so. This is not a replacement for medical care. So, all right. And let me just shut that. My dogs are barking outside. I hope that's not too distracting. So I see here, hi, Carol, Kathy, Shannon, nice to see everybody. I'll be looking on my phone for comments now and then. So, all right, Glenda. So if you want to start with us, just give us an idea of what the body code is. And here, I'm going to also share her website where you can go to book an appointment with her if you choose to do so after hearing about how all this works. So plus she has a lot of other information there. Check it out. And we can give you that information at the end of the show too. So, all right.
Awesome. Okay, so hi everyone. And like Debbie mentioned, I came on a couple months ago and talked about the emotion code, which is created by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And it talks about the emotion code was all about talking about negative unprocessed emotions that were left trapped in our energy field. So Dr. Bradley Nelson has expanded upon that and created the body code. So the body code, and I'm going to show an image here in a minute of what the, and you can hear my dogs in the background too. I'm sorry if they're getting a little loud. I'm like, great dogs, you just want to start right now. They just want to join in again. So what the body code is it's focused on 6 primary areas of imbalance, and I'm going to show the best screen I have that I can share with. So the 6 areas of imbalance are listed kind of right here.
I'll show the whole thing, so hopefully you can see the whole screen of that. Okay.
Yeah, and so what the areas are is energies, and then we've got some circuits and systems. We've got toxins that we look into. We can look in pathogens in the body, and we can look at misalignments, and also we can look at nutrition and lifestyle. So each one of these areas is an imbalance area, and behind each one of these is actually more maps. So there's over 260 areas where we look at so that we can identify areas of imbalance. Now, these areas of imbalance, some of us may not even know we have. But what they are doing with this imbalance can cause for us is it can prevent us from having more abundance in our life, or it can prevent us from having vibrant health, or prevent us from having great relationships. And all we have to do is ask. And so similar to the emotion code, what we're doing with the body code is we're using muscle testing, that practice of muscle testing. I use my hands. Some people use the sway test. And I'll walk everyone through a quick process of trying the sway test here in a second. It gives everyone a nice chance. Yeah, it gives everyone a nice chance to try it. It's a lot of fun to try. And I also explain that on that body code link right there for my I think you're showing it right there. Yeah. So I also explain it a little bit more in there. But what we do is we ask the body, because the body knows everything. We're actually tapping into the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind knows what you had for breakfast. It knows what you ate for lunch last week, right? It knows when you're hurting. It also knows why. You know, it can know, hey, it can know you're not getting, it can know if you have blocks and non-supportive beliefs. So that's what we do is we ask the body. And of course we get your permission. And then we start diving into some of these areas. And what I do typically in a session is some people will have a concern that they're bringing to me and say, I have this concern. For example, I'm not, I think I have blocks to receiving more abundance in my life, or I think I have a pain I'd like some help with. And so we'll look into the energetic imbalances. Like you mentioned, we're not doctors, right? But we can adjust the energy of these imbalances that we're finding here. And that can cause a positive reaction, right? And it may cause a reaction of lessened pain, or it may cause more abundance into your life. So those are the side effects of adjusting the energy. And it's kind of fun. So if everybody's ready, what we'll do is we're just going to take a deep breath. And I'm going to, if you're standing up, it's better. Now I'm going to do it while I'm sitting because I want you to see what I'm doing. But if you're standing, you know, take a moment, stand up, and just shake yourself. Take a deep breath. And I want you to think of the word love. And as you're thinking of the word love, your body's and the tendency is to move towards love. So think of the word love. And some of you might begin to notice you moving forward. Now, if you're sitting, it will be harder for you to experience this. I have done this a lot, so I can feel the forward move. So if anybody is standing and trying it, you know, comment there in the Facebook link. And
let us know. Did you feel that? Even just now, sitting, I can feel myself being pulled a little bit.
Yeah, so, and you can, right? Yeah. And especially, I think I see it more with people who work a lot with energy. They have that more pull. And the whole idea is that when something is good for you or positive for you, your body will move towards it. And now you can stand up, and if you're still standing, try it. And, you know, keep your feet about shoulder length apart. Take a deep breath and think about war or something negative that you really, really disagree with. no. You can also think of the word no, 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 no. And your body should start to move backwards. And you might feel that pull. And if you're not feeling it, you can take a deep breath. You really need to kind of shake off anything else that might be going on in your mind. And sometimes it might take a minute or two to actually be able to do that. But it is fun to practice. It is, Brenda's posting, wow. So hopefully that worked for you, Brenda. That's called the sway test. And there's a lot of ways to learn about the sway test. You can Google it. A lot of fantastic sites. Dr. Bradley Nelson teaches that as one of the methods of learning how to muscle test when you're certifying for the body code, or actually for the emotion code. I think he covers all of that in the emotion code. So that's fun. That's one way to empower yourself. Good for Brenda. She did it while she was sitting. So great. It's empowering yourself, right, to be able to start to ask questions. And, hey, is this water good for me to drink? And hopefully you're going to get a yes, right? If you're not getting a yes, that's something we can go back to on the body code. And then usually there's an imbalance that we can find on the body code that is maybe you're not processing that water, or maybe that type of water is not good for you. And so I experienced that with the water I was drinking. So that's just another way to find. So using muscle testing, I'll go through these when a client comes to me, and if they say, I'm having some blocks to receiving abundance, or I'll give you this example. I had done some work on myself because I wasn't able to clearly connect with a crystal. I have a lot of crystals and I really like them. They're beautiful. I'm just not really connecting with them in a way that I think I should. So I started going through the body code, and I was like, I didn't think I would find anything, just to truthfully be honest. When I asked the question, do I have anything on the body code that's preventing me from feeling and sensing the energy of the crystal more when I'm working with them? And I was thinking probably not, but let's see what comes up, right? Anything is possible. And sure enough, I did. So I think I had, so I was directed into energies. And in the energies area, there's a lot of different categories. One of them, and I'm not sure if I can share, I'll see if I can share as much here. Here's some of the components.
Put that in for you.
Some of the components in the energy category are emotional, right? That would be the trapped emotions that we've talked about. It would be post-traumatic. We have some allergies or intolerances, and some mental energies, which is also one of my favorite areas to work in, and I'll kind of share that with you in a second. And then we also target offensive. There's some offensive energies in there, which are negatives, And so I had an allergy to, and it was an idea allergy. And believe it or not, ideas they're frequencies. And so I was having a reaction. Everything is energy and carries a frequency. So I was having a reaction that was negative, and I can't remember. I had it written down because I wanted to share that, but it was interesting. I think it was empathy. I had an idea allergy to empathy, and probably so. It kind of rang true for me when I thought about it. So interesting enough, I clear it, and with the body code, we also clear with our magnet. This is my emotion code magnet, which I use all the time during my sessions. And I cleared that idea allergy after I determined I had it with 3 swipes of the magnet. I think I had to determine when I got it, and that was about it. So it's just an example of some of the things. Mary saw a movie about that. Interesting. So that's just an example. Yeah, I'd love to see that movie.
Yeah,
so it's just yeah. So just some interesting stuff of what the body code can help with. And also, I wanted to share this with you guys as well. Is I also determined, I was working yesterday on abundance myself, because I do, like you mentioned, I have some frequencies to open up abundance for everyone today. And I was working on my own abundance stuff. And I'm like, hey, you know, do I have anything on the body code that is blocking me from receiving more abundance into my life? And sure enough, I did. I was actually led to a couple different categories, you know, just to tell you the truth. There were multiple, but I had an idea allergy in there as well. And energy is generally in layers in what I've seen, you know, so each layer, one layer could be a trapped emotion. You might find you have something else in energies, in which I did. I had, I'm going to share this, and it's not on here. In the energy category, in the mental, there's actually mental energies that can affect us. And a lot of that, you know, is like what we talk about, non-supportive beliefs, limiting beliefs, people will call that. Something else that's in there is images. Now, just as you can have a trapped emotion, you can have an image that is trapped, and it's in your subconscious mind. It's playing over and over again. And so these images, what we have to do is generally find out when you picked up the image, when did you create it? You're creating it in your mind. When, and what's the theme? You know, I'd go through the emotion code chart, you know, using the emotions and say, what's the theme of this image? And what's going on? You know, how old am I in this image? Is there other people? So I had a couple images of myself that were making me feel less abundant, I should say. That wasn't the exact, that's not an emotion. So your subconscious mind, it will try, it doesn't understand that the image was a negative image, but it's an image you put in your mind, right? And so your subconscious mind wants to, it wants to fulfill your dreams, right? And not sure that that's not my dream, right? It's fulfilling that dream for me. So unfortunately, I'm like, I don't want that dream, right? So I don't want that image. So again, with 3 swipes, after we've identified it, we're able to clear it. And then I double check, you know, with my muscle testing, and I'm like, okay, so have we cleared that image? And then yes, and I move on. If not, then that means I probably need to know some more, which I go back into the body code and find out what it is I need to know.
That kind of brings a question that I have just from hearing you with the images, the trapped images. Is there any correlation with like reoccurring dreams as far as that goes?
I don't think so, but it's possible, right? I haven't asked, haven't, you know, checked into that, but I would imagine, yes, it could. But in this case, during my, you know, abundance ones, probably not, but probably in somebody who, trying to think if the dreams were negative, maybe you can recurringly see that. But yeah, you know, dreams, I think dreams are made up of so many different things, right?
Right, yes. You
know, I think of dreams sometimes as you might be doing past life, or, you know, maybe you're recalling something, maybe you're astral traveling. It's really hard to tell, so it really depends. And I think Mary was asking something too. I just saw it flash across the screen.
Again, we're having trouble with comments. I do apologize. I can't see them on the actual screen here, so I'm kind of watching on my phone. Facebook is really acting up with that sort of thing. Excuse me. Glenda can see some on her side too.
Yeah, but, they flash pretty quick. So Mary, if you want to ask again.
And please, if you have questions, please ask, and we'll try and catch the question the best we can between the two of us. So, it says Mary was going to ask. So interesting, very interesting. Hi, everybody else who's come through and come in. And just a quick reminder, those of you who have just joined us, you have a chance to win a 40-minute session giveaway with Glenda. And to do that, just share this and type shared in the comments. We'll go back and check that after the fact, you know. And please like this show as well to be entered into that giveaway. And the winner will be picked tomorrow afternoon. So good luck. It'll be awesome. Oh, Marilyn, she's so glad you asked about the recurring dream. So that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So others were kind of thinking of that too. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions or comments, please post them and we'll try and get to.
And I think Mary is saying, yeah, Mary's saying she had the dream when she was 17 and she still remembered it. But I haven't seen the rest of the comment, Mary. So, and I'm not sure if I can pull up Facebook here on the side and actually look as well. Because like you mentioned, the comments aren't coming through. And then they do flash just briefly.
Right. That's another problem. They go so fast sometimes that we miss them. But
yeah, I'm trying to pull it up.
Please post again. If it's something you really want to, bring up, please post it again. We'll try and get it.
Yeah, and I'll check in the comments also later, Mary, too, to try and look into what you were asking. Yeah. So just a couple more things. Well, Mary's saying, hold on. I think she's going to give us some more. So just a couple more things to mention while we're waiting for that, and also is some more things that we can find in the body code. Okay. Now, I kind of talked about the energy section a little bit, but the next section was the circuits and systems. And somebody's asking, what's the difference in body code and body talk? And Francis, I'm not sure what body talk is. I know the body code was created by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and it's removing imbalances, and not sure what the body talk is, but I'll look it up. Maybe you can share some more with us what that is. So circuits and systems, and what we're going to find here. It's hard for me to show this, but we're going to look at more or less like the organs and glands. This is the circuits and systems. We're going to talk about the chakras if we're led to the circuits and systems during one of our sessions. And it could also be the meridians. So there's imbalances. Maybe the chakras aren't happy. And that's a question I use a lot. As you know, in the sessions, is your sacral chakra happy? Is your, there's so many meridians, I don't know the name of them all, but I would say, is this meridian happy? And then what we do is we work using the subconscious mind and muscle testing, and we find out what's causing it in the body code. And there's over 260 mind maps in this tool. The body code is actually a tool. It's an app that you have on your computer or your phone. And anyone who is certified in the emotion code can purchase it. Now, you can't really use it on your clients. You can use it at home and with your family. And if you want to begin to use the body code for clients, you would go in and get into some certification, which is a different level. So the body code is available. It's Dr. Brand has made all of these tools so that they are affordable and easy for everyone to use. And really, you just need to learn either how to muscle test or have an intuitive way to get your guidance. Some people probably a little bit more intuitive than I am. So I'm still using my muscle testing.
That's great. I found it, I've been through a couple sessions with Glenda, and I found it kind of like a combination of a puzzle and a maze. It's like you have a starting point of like what you said, okay, say abundance for example, but then you start going in a direction, and then it takes you into another direction, into another, and another, until you put all the pieces together. And then finally have an answer and clear it, and then it's a pretty awesome process. I love it. I love it.
Right. I do too, and I like I like using it for myself. Right. So I was so happy that I was like, I need to share this with others again. This is something that can help so many people, and not a lot of people know about it. Right. It's getting it out there. Getting people interested. If for those who are pursuing certification or think about pursuing it, if you're signing up with me, I offer a free session just to help you either with get your business on order, somebody's asking, what is this live about? And this is about the body code. It is a method of alternative healing method created by Dr. Bradley Nelson. But yeah, so I offer a session for those who are certifying using my link, and that's because I want to help you out. I want you to take it to the next level, to wherever you want. Some people have blocks to muscle testing, and so we'll go into the body code and find out why. I had several blocks to being able to muscle test. Trapped emotions, who knew? but that it's energy, right? Especially if that trapped emotion was influencing my muscle testing. So energy, it's our vibration. And so it's all about, kind of getting in the right vibration and releasing some of those energies that are just no longer serving us, right?
Right. Yes. Yes. And I found it very effective too. Very effective for what I was asking for. So that's great. Yeah. That's great. So let's see if there's any other comments or questions here. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Diane. Hi, Francis. Nice. Thank you for joining us. We're having comment issues. Facebook is going crazy with comments. So if we don't see your comment or question, please post it again and we'll try and catch it. Hi, Lena. Nice to see you. All right. I don't see any other questions. I think that you haven't answered yet. How long has the body code been around? I mean, when did he finalize this system?
I think probably 5 to 7 years ago.
Okay, so it's been a while. It's just not that widely known or aware. What is there? Just not that much awareness of it? What do you think?
Yeah. I think it's the awareness. Yeah, I think it's the awareness and finding once you, hi Lena. So once you get it out there and people start knowing about it, I think the emotion code has a lot more visibility.
Yes.
And then people just don't know. I didn't even know there was another component, or that's much more advanced. The body codes are just a much more advanced method of finding imbalances than the emotion code is. So so getting it out there is important.
I had heard of the emotion code before the body code. Can you tell us a little bit how the emotion code ties into it? How they work together? Yeah. Okay.
I can. So in order to, like I mentioned earlier, in order to get the body code, you really need to certify an emotion code first. And that's because trapped emotions are the primary imbalance that are causing most of people's concerns. You can find probably a trapped emotion that's causing anything, like I mentioned about those blocks to abundance. We could find some trapped emotions there, the vibrant health. You could find some trapped emotions that are preventing you from having great relationships. So trapped emotions are the foundation, and those are found in the energy section. What it is that there's also a component in the emotion code that teaches you about muscle testing. And so that's why that is so, it's primary, to get that background. There's a lot on energy when you do that type of certification. So that's the whole premise, is there's a lot of trapped emotional energy, and it can cause any of those imbalances. And then another layer, of course, would be just the body code. That would be additional layers that you could find. While you'll probably, if I'm working on you for a certain area, I'm probably going to find a lot of trapped emotions. But then there's other layers that we would go in and we would determine what else is causing that imbalance. And then that would be where we would use the body code. But for the purpose of the app, I just work in the body code app because trapped emotions will be found in here. And if that's the imbalance, then through the muscle testing, I'll be led to this category. Once I click on this energy here, it will open up a whole new mind map, which will say, okay, it will lead me to the trapped emotion. Mm-hmm. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, let me refresh this and see if we have anything else. Mary says that she dreamt that her neighbor's son, 10 years old, snuck into her car that she was driving in the dream, but didn't know where I was going. I came to a wall with the boy, but I couldn't get in. Is this like the reoccurring kind of thing that when we were talking about?
And she's saying now, but when she did, the lady, when she finally did, something just popped up, a comment about. And sorry, Mary, sure. The comments are coming so fast.
Oh, here we go. But yeah, when she did, the lady of the house was trying to hurt her, but managed to escape with the help of another woman who I never met. That is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So is this something that you can kind of dig down in, these kind of things, these kind of dreams? Can you do the muscle testing to kind of determine why she's holding on to this kind of thing?
With the body code, maybe I could find maybe there was an imbalance to the dream that was causing the dream, but typically with the body code, I'm not answering those types of questions. I can determine, why you're having, we could ask the body code and say, is there a reason she's having these dreams, or if it's a recurring dream,
more
is there
why, not the meaning of the specific dream, but
right.
causing it, the underlying cause of the occurrence. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting.
And I think the whole part about finding out the why, well, I can find out the why, but finding more details in that dream would definitely be something more of one of these psychic healers or something that could
right. Yeah.
That could really look into that and deep dive into those types of dreams. But definitely I can look, it doesn't hurt to ask. That's the thing, is we can ask anything. We're only limited by our imaginations. And Jerry Boyle is saying, is this anything like kinesiology? And yes, it is. It's muscle testing, and I do it through using my hands, so it's like kinesiology. I think kinesiology may be more, like applied kinesiology may be more of a, there's a certification for that. I'm not a certified kinesiologist, right? So, but it does work like, yes, Jerry, it does work just like kinesiology.
And Brenda's saying she thinks she has imbalances and blockages. I think we all do, Brenda.
Yeah, and almost right. A lot of us don't know it. We can have energetic imbalances that, like I mentioned, they could block us from having great relationships. It's almost like it's a continuous process for me. Depending, one day I'll work on my trapped emotions that are causing this, or a different thing, and so there could be an energetic imbalance causing almost anything.
Well, that kind of brought up something too that I've worked with you with before too. I have gone into sessions just asking with Glenda, what do I need to know right now? What does my body need today? And sometimes it just kind of surprises me the direction it goes in, because that's not what I'm thinking, but it's what my body's saying, so it's kind of interesting how it takes you. And then there's times too where if you ask something, is this the right time, more or less, can we access this area? And it says, no, you need to do this first, not that. Yeah. So it tells you the right direction to go in very clearly. Right.
And because there's certain imbalances, like we talked about the layers, there's certain things that need to be removed first. And I know we talked about heart wall a lot during our last call, like for example, heart wall, you need to remove those emotions and those layers one by one in order of the way the body is directing you to do, right? So your body is giving the instruction. I'm just helping you follow it through the muscle testing. Yeah. So that's really where I'm getting the information from, is I'm proxying for the individual, when they call and they sign up, and I get, when you sign up, you're giving me your permission to proxy during that session. And so what we'll do is we'll align and we'll ask for prayer. I do thank the heavenly helpers for each session. And then what we'll do is then I'm asking your body those questions and saying, hey, so what's wrong with this? Right. What's causing this imbalance? What do we need to do? Or, what's our best? I'll start a session for myself that same way. What do I need to do today? So it's pretty helpful that way.
Yeah, it is. Can you remind us again the heart wall? Can you go over that a little bit?
Sure.
Plus, a second question on that. Once it's cleared, is it a possibility for another one to come up?
Yeah. So yes, and yes. So the heart wall is an energetic wall that you and your subconscious mind will create when, and you'll do it unconsciously. You're not going to say, I'm going to build a heart wall, but when you've been hurt, your subconscious mind will try and protect you. Your subconscious mind has you in the highest and best benefit, right? It wants to help you, and it doesn't want you to feel any more hurt. So it's going to create a wall, and the walls can be of different kinds, different material. I've worked with people who've had diamonds, glass, plastic, wood, a couple I think the diamond was the most interesting. And it's whatever the subconscious mind feels is the most, it's strong, and it resonates with them as being a strong component. And so it will protect the heart so that you're not receiving any more hurt or pain. The problem with the heart wall is that if you have it, it's also blocking you from sending and receiving love. And it's so, just think of an energy. And so some people who have a heart wall may feel kind of numb. They just may not, they might kind of feel blah, they don't feel joy.
Yeah.
And that's that block there. And so it's on the body code, and it would actually show up again under energies. And what we would do is we find out how big it is. They can be, 10 inches, 15, whatever. I'd find out how big it was. And then we'd have to go one by one and release all of the emotions. And then I'd have to ask, is it safe, to remove the heart wall? Because it can be recreated if we're not getting to the underlying imbalances, right? And then once we remove it, you can also recreate it again if you're not processing through your emotions. So you're getting a trapped emotion, right? So when you experience a negative situation and you're feeling heartache, for example, if you're not processing through that and feeling the heartache and letting it, if you're holding on to it, then it's going to trap in your energy field. And so if it's trapping in your field, then, and depending on where it traps, because sometimes they trap in different places, you need to let that go. And with the emotion code, and I might have mentioned this before, anyone who can muscle test can do the emotion code for themselves, and their family. Again, you don't need to certify to use it for yourself and others. And you can buy the emotion code book from my website. You can buy it from Amazon or whatever, and I think it's $6 or $12, maybe 6 or 10, and you can start releasing these yourself. Now, you'd have to learn to muscle test and everything, and although it's always better to work with a practitioner, because there may be other imbalances that you're not aware of, and then you determine what the emotion is, and you release it. It's pretty easy. It's pretty fun.
Wow. It sounds like this is resonating with you, Brenda, the heart wall. Let's see here. Is there any other comments? And in a few moments, too, Glenda's going to do a prosperity frequency for everybody. So that's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. Yeah. So I don't see any other comments or questions, and I don't know if that's because we're still having issues, because I don't know if I'm seeing things, if I'm missing things on my phone too. But if you have anything else, please bring it up. And let's see here. Yes, Brenda has been through a lot of hurt. So yeah, something that might, might be something to think about. Looking into. Yeah. Do you see any other comments or questions on your side?
I'm having to look over here on the Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, she was talking to you. Okay, got it. I'm having to look through the Facebook at the same time.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
And Mary, I wish I had more information on that. It's really hard for me to go that deep. I can see there's a lot about this dream. It's really hard for me to identify the dream or identify much about it through this type of a forum, and we could always talk more during a session. I have a free discovery session posted on my website, and we could talk through. And then what I do during the discovery session is, if I'm really not the person for you to work on this situation, I would definitely let you know, because I want to be helpful to you, and if I can't be, and then that's why I have it there, is if it helps, gives us a chance to make sure we're an energetic fit, makes sure that I'm the person who has the best knowledge to be able to help you, and if I don't, then I certainly would recommend either a practitioner or a different type.
Like a dream interpreter type of thing.
Yeah.
Or, like you said, some sort of other type of modality. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I don't see anything else here. So I don't know. Do you want to go ahead and do the activation for the frequency?
Sure. Now let me pull these up. I have pulled 2 frequencies. So Great. These frequencies are the Anahata codes. Crystal saying hello from Florida. Hi, Crystal. So the Anahata codes are frequencies that have been channeled by Anahata, Holly Hollowell, and I'm in the process of certification. I hope that I will be done here in the next month, and maybe I'll come back and be able to activate more frequencies for you guys. And
that'd be awesome.
But what it is so there are probably over 1,000 different frequencies, and when asking, I use the same muscle testing, and I'm asking for the collective, which is what I asked yesterday. Is there a frequency that that will help open up more prosperity into our lives and more abundance for everyone who would be on the call and everyone on the replay? And I got 2 codes, 2 frequencies, and one of them was a crystal frequency. And I wanted to be able to deliver a crystal frequency because you're the crystal lady. And so maybe I was led to this for that reasons. Blessings to you too, Mary. The crystal frequency that I found was agate. No, I'm sorry, azurite. And I'm looking here at it, and I still called it agate. And so what I found, I wasn't really sure why we would be activating azurite for abundance, right? And I started reading about it. So this crystal and this frequency will help us cleanse and strengthen the emotional body. So think about it. If you're not receiving more abundance into your life, if you have some emotional baggage, that can prevent that. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's holding you back. So this crystal also frequency helps relieve stress, alleviate worry, which a lot of us may have, during this time, financially we might be stressed or worried. So it's going to open the mind to new perspectives, which is always good. It's going to dissolve blockages through the chakras and help with increased communications. So I really like that one. And it's also supporting of letting go of old beliefs. So that's good. And so what we do for this frequency, and we're activating when we're downloading this, I'm going to say it 7 times. And what we're doing is we're delivering the essence of the crystal. That is the highest essence of it, the highest qualities, you could say, for this crystal. And if you don't want to have this, all you say is no, right? You don't have to accept it. It's an offering. And what you do is everyone can do this along with me. You can put your right hand on your heart chakra and put your left palm facing up as if you were receiving. This is your receiving hand. And I'm going to read the frequency 7 times for all of us. And it will activate the frequency for those also who listen later. So we ask for, accept, align with, and hold this Anahata code. With gratitude, we attain the assisting frequency of azurite. 493-296-849768. 493-296-849768. 493-296-849768. 493-296-849768. 493-296-849768. 493-296-849768. 493-296-849768. 493-296-849768. Take a deep breath. Put both hands over your heart, and with gratitude, say, "It is so. It is so. It is so." So after the talk here today, for those, I'm going to activate one more for you guys. But so if you want to get this frequency, I will have a label on my Energetic Wellness Services Facebook page, and with some instructions on how you can activate your water with it. And activating your water, like I have, and you may not be able to see through, but I have some frequencies for my water right here. And so you can take this label and do the same thing with your water. This is just going to help you. It reinforces the frequency helps you hold until you can hold that frequency in your energy system. So you can like us, hop over after the call, and I will. I gotta post it yet. I haven't done that. So
after
the next
call,
frequency,
I will put it on the comment links, so you can just go right to her page and go right to it. So before you do the next one, I have a question. I wonder if anybody felt like, did anybody feel anything in their receiving hand when they were holding it up, receiving it? I kind of felt like a download. Did anybody else feel that? I'm just curious. Did you feel anything or nothing at all? Or, what did you feel? So please let us know. Yeah, let
us know. And also remember, if you feel something, that's wonderful. And if you don't, that's okay too. Mm-hmm. Not all of us can feel everything like that. So if you don't feel it, don't feel like it didn't happen, because it did. And if you were willing to accept that, good. I think we've got Jerry Boyle saying, yes, I did. So that's awesome.
I see a yes for people. Brenda, yes. So that's good. Yeah, that's true. Everybody feels energy differently. And I think the more you get in tune with it, the more you start to feel it. So if you didn't feel it today, that's fine, but you still received. Yeah. So, ooh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. And so now the second one that I asked for, again, for the collective of the group and whoever was going to be listening in later, was it was a flower essence. And, I was asking for the frequencies that we're going to open up for more abundance, right, and prosperity in our lives. And so what came up was Abbeville Red Iris. Now, I have a picture here of it. I can't share that with you guys through this, but it's printed, and it's not printed. So it was interesting, and I was like, well, why? How will this activate that for us? So I read a little bit about it.
The name of the flower, can you say that again?
It's the Abbeville Red Iris.
Oh, it sounds beautiful. Okay.
It is. I'm looking at it right now, and the leaves kind of point up to the light. So it's actually beautiful. It's red, right? So now here's what I found out of what we were activating for this crystal. What we're looking for is we're activating the remembrance. And I'll bring this up again. I may have touched on it the last time we talked, but all of these frequencies and all of the beneficial qualities of these what I'm activating, right? All the beneficial quality of, if it's red iris or whatever, your body already has access to it. All I'm doing is activating the remembrance of it, so that you can now use this new frequency, and you can use this remembrance of it to support you. So that's really all we're doing. You already have access to all of this. Access to everything is always within.
Right.
So here's what we're doing with the healing properties of this Abbeville. Tamari says she's seen this beautiful flower. So it is pretty. So what we're doing with this one is the healing properties of the Abbeville Red Iris help support and increase your life force energy. So for anyone who has low life force energy, this is going to help boost your life force energy. Also stagnant energy. So that I realized then that, of course, if you're having low life energy and stagnant energy, you really might have abundance issues. And I'm speaking abundance of not just financial, abundance of everything, more abundance, love, friendships, everything. So it also helps to revive your creative inspiration. It helps support those who are seeking to express their own unique genius, if I can say that, in the world. So I thought that was great. It's actually supportive for teachers, dancers, anyone in that creative area. I think we're all probably in some sort of a creative area in the fields that we're in. And it brings forth an abundant source of energy and inspiration. So This one, I could see then after I read that, how it was going to support us for more abundance in our life. So if you guys are ready, let's
awesome.
And I'll be reading this again 7 times. And put your right hand over your heart chakra. We're actually activating it through your heart chakra. And so we ask for, accept, align with, and hold this Anahata code with gratitude. We attain the assisting frequency of the flower essence Abbeville Red Iris. 714526893. 714-526-8893. 714-526-8893. 714-526-8893. 714-526-8893. 714-526-8893. 714-526-8893. And both hands over your heart and take a deep breath. And with gratitude, it is so.
It is so. Wow, thank you. I felt it too. Again, did you guys feel it again? Or did you feel this one differently? That's a question I have too. This felt the same both times to me. But did it feel different at all than the first one? So I'm curious about that. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Mary, abundance popped into her mind. Wow, that's awesome. That's a great start. Yeah. So, wow, that's great. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Tammy.
Yes, Brenda felt something.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for joining us. Sorry you're late. That's okay. We just have a few more minutes, and any more comments or questions you want to bring up, please do so. If you just came in, please share and comment shared and like this live feed to be entered into a giveaway with for a 40-minute session with Glenda. The winner will be picked at random tomorrow after. I'll close it at 11 in the morning. So after that, the winner will be picked at random, and then we'll notify who the winner is of this giveaway session. And it's an awesome, awesome gift from Glenda today. So that's very, very generous of you. Thank you for offering that. So if you want to be entered, please share and make sure you comment both and like. So that's the criteria to enter. And we're having comment issues, so we're just trying to work around it the best we can.
Yeah, and also remember, thank you, Elizabeth. Remember to if you want these frequencies and if you want a label, hop on over after the call to my Facebook Energetic Wellness Services, and I'll be posting a label here just shortly after the call with some instructions that you can infuse it into your own water, like
so you
I
can
have mine.
Print it out and tape it to your glass.
Yeah. And I have you can see, you probably can't see, I don't know, I have two different tapes. Like this one was just a Post-it note that I decided I wanted an additional frequency added in. And so adding these frequencies to your water is just really increasing the vibration of your water, and you're resonating with the frequencies longer to be able to hold them in your system.
Yes, that's awesome. So we'll post the link to that when we're finished, and then you'll be able to access that. Just print it out or write it, whichever, and just put it on your glass. And it has the instructions, like she said. So
Tammy is asking if she can rewatch this. So yes, Debbie will. Yeah, Debbie will be posting it, and any of the activations that we did are they'll be available for anyone listening to the replay later too.
Yes, as soon as we're finished here, it'll be posted on my page, and if you shared it, it'll be on your page too, and then you're entered into the drawing as well. So both ways. Yeah, but you'll be able to watch it, rewatch it shortly. So we've just got just a few minutes left. If there's any final comments or thoughts. And Brenda's going to do that for sure. Good. So yeah, and plus, maybe, I like everybody to, when I do my abundance things, I like people to come back the next day or next few days and comment if you've noticed anything. So if you think you notice anything the next few days too, from these activations we just did, please come back to this comment thread and let us know if you've noticed any changes. It can be very subtle. It can be very, apparent either way. It can be different for everybody, but please let us know if you've noticed any little changes at all. And it doesn't have to be like money, like she said. It can be how you're feeling. Are you feeling more open and loving? Are you feeling more, generous? Are you feeling more open to receiving? All those kind of things are part of it and play into it. So just comment and let us know how you're feeling in the next few days and see if you notice anything, because we can learn from each other too. We can say, oh, I didn't realize that, but yes, I'm feeling that too. You know, if somebody says it, then you don't, it might be like, oh yeah, I experienced that too. And I didn't really realize, you know, sometimes that happens. So just something to think about. Yeah. Any final comments or anything, Glenda, that you want to share?
No. Check out the link, you know, for the body code, and hopefully soon in the next couple months I'll be finished and complete with my certification, if I can say the word, for the Anahata codes. Maybe I'll come back and share more frequencies with you and talk more in depth about that process. It's a it's just a fun way, and I like numbers, and you know, the bodies are made up of frequencies, so why not add more beneficial frequencies in, you know?
Right. Yes. I think we talked about that last time too, is the emotion code and the body code is more of a clearing and the frequencies is more of a bringing in. Is that how
Exactly. That's how I
clear out the blocks, negatives, holding you back, and then bring in the positives to bring you where you want to be.
Right. And we can, you know, even with the Anahata codes, you can work on and resolve concerns or imbalances alone, right? But it doesn't hurt to add them in after, like, say, for a body code session, you know, you want to add those frequencies in so you can, you know, bring just, I would say, support more love, or there's a frequency, there's over 1,000, so we can always find a positive frequency to activate, I should say.
Yeah. All right, great. Thank you, everybody. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. One last little reminder, please share this and comment shared also, and like this to be entered into the lovely giveaway to possibly win that 40-minute session with Glenda. And thank you all so much for joining us. I do apologize for Facebook's comment issue. It's just one of those crazy things we have to work around right now until they get it resolved. And we'll see if we can get Glenda back. Yes, I hope you come back when you're certified with the Anahata code. She is certified with the body and the emotion code, so those are ready to go. So she can help you with that at any time. But when you're certified with the Anahata code, then we'll see if we can get you back for more information on that one too. So, and thank you for the frequencies you shared with us too. So,
thank you for having me.
Thanks, everybody. We will see you next time. All right. Crystal blessings. Bye.
Bye.